I'm going to be doing a bookshelf tour. I have planned to do this bookshelf tour like few months ago, and I did one. I don't know if any of you saw it, but I deleted it few minutes after I posted it. I really wasn't happy of the content, so I am going to do another one today. Since I have moved from my bedroom to the basement, I have new shelves and I have a little bit more place to put them, but I have yet to class them, so I might do like a reorganization video or something like that. To start, just before, I have this on my upper shelf. I have these cameras. So I have that one, which my grandfather gave me, and I tried to use it once, it didn't really work, so I have to do it again. That one is an old Polaroid, sorry, just like that. Yeah, I haven't taken many pictures with it. The pictures are really expensive, so I'm trying to keep them for like very important events. That one is a very old camera. I don't even know what is the name of the camera. I bought it at $50, I think, 25, I don't even know, but it was really cheap, and I love it. I have a chess game that I bought in Mexico, which is like the Spanish versus the Mayas. It's so beautiful. I have obviously my skull, which you have already seen, which has a cigar in its mouth. Is just really funny. And just right here I have some candles. The one on the right, I used it and I can't use it anymore, but these two are yet to be used. Oh wait. Oh yeah, the pink one I use, but the blue one is yet to be used. And I also have flowers. So this is the beginning of my shelf. These books are all books that I have not read yet, and the other side of my bookshelf is the books that I have read. Pride and Prejudice and Zombies by Jane Austen and Seth Graham Smith. Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard. 100 Interiors Around the World by Balthazar and Laszlo Tagin. The Outermost House by Henry Beston. Oh yeah, I had decided to like take away all the dust jackets of my hardcover books, but I feel like for this video I really should put them back on, but I think it's gonna take a little while to put them back on because I need to find the good dust jacket. Oh, I found it. The Iron Child by Holly Black and Cassandra Clare. Fahrenheit 451 by Ray Bradbury. I don't know why there is that in there because I haven't read it yet, so yeah. The Diviners by Libba Bray. A Walk in the Woods by Bill Bryson. The Muse by Jessie Burton. Quiet by Susan Cain. Recommended by Will Darbyshire. I will link his channel down below. He is awesome. Read This If You Want to Take Great Photographs by Henry Carroll. I am actually reading this book, but I put it there because I have stopped reading it for schoolwork. The Killing Woods by Lucy Christopher. Point by Brandy Colbert. All Rise for the Honorable Perry T. Cook by Leslie Connor. Against a Darkening Sky by Lauren B. Davis. Hit by Delia S. Dawson. Love Letters to the Dead by Eva Delera. This Lullaby by Sarah Dessen. A Tale of Two Cities by Charles Dickens. Summit Lake by Charlie Donlea. Summer of Fear by Lois Duncan. Deer Killer by Catherine Ewell. Sky Key by James Frey, the second book in the Endgame trilogy. Alice Grimm's Ad Aquaticum by Gregory Funaro. Dusk by Susan Gates. Testament by Vicky Jandreau. The Love of Strangers by Neil Green. Eon by Alison Goodman. How Not to Die by Michael Greger and Jean Stone. Recommended by Arden Rose. Her channel will also be down below. The Grimm's Complete Fairy Tales by the Brothers Grimm. Reasons to Stay Alive by Matt Haig. Fire with Fire by Jenny Han and Siobhan Vivian, the second book in the Burn for Burn trilogy. P.S. I Still Love You by Jenny Han, the second book in the To All the Boys I've Loved Before duet. The Secret Lives of Somerset Maugham by Selena Hastings, North of Beautiful by Justina Chen Headley, Missing Pieces by Heather Goodenkoff, Retold Street by R.L. Heron, The Unbecoming of Mara Dyer by Michelle Hodkin, No Ordinary Men by Colonel Bernd Horn, The Kite Runner by Khaled Hosseini, Pretty Happy by Kate Hudson, Avenue of Mysteries by John Irving, Once a Day Devotional for Teens by Kevin Johnson, These Broken Stars by Amy Kaufman and Megan Spooner, The $80 Champion by Elizabeth Letts, A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas, A Girl's Guide to Moving On by Debbie Macomber, Furthermore by Tahereh Mafi, Chasing Heaven by Crystal McVie, Cinder and Scarlet by Marissa Meyer, the two first books in the Lunar Chronicles, Positively Beautiful by Wendy Mills, Two If by the Sea by Jacqueline Mitchard, The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern, People's Republic by Robert Muchamore, The Rest of Us Just Live Here by Patrick Ness, Before I Fall by Lauren Oliver, Ours is the Storm by D. Thorson Palmer. I am currently reading it, but I had to stop because of schoolwork. Girl in the Dark by Marion Paw, My Sister's Keeper by Jodi Picoult, Snow Like Ashes by Sarah Rash, Speaking in Bones by Kathy Reaches, Incriminated by M.G. Reyes, Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children by Ransom Riggs, the Percy Jackson Completed Series, which includes The Lightning Thief, The Sea of Monsters, The Titan's Curse, The Battle of the Labyrinth, and The Last Olympian by Rick Riordan, The Catcher in the Rye by J.D. Salinger, Vicious by V.E. Schwab, Frankenstein by Mary Shelley, Savage by Thomas E. Snigoski, and this is finally the last shelf block, whatever, that I have on this site, and I will be holding it, so I'm sorry for the shakiness. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde by Robert Louis Stevenson, Humans of New York Stories by Brendan Stanton, The Help by Catherine Stockett, Wild by Cheryl Strayed, The Nest by Cynthia Deprix Sweeney, Once Upon a Time Red's Untold Storytale by Wendy Tolliver, Great Film Directors A to Z by Andy Too High, The List by Shubin Vivian, Bottle and Glass by Morgan Wade, The Way of Zen by Alan Watts, Amos by Stanley Gordon West, 3 short stories about Sherlock Holmes by Jamie Whitman, Jeannie Koch, and Glenn Mann, La Ladrona de Libras by Marcus Zusak, which is The Book Thief in the Spanish version. I'm not going to be showing you that shelf because these books are not mine, and these books are school books that I keep in case that I ever need them again. So I'm not going to show them to you because they are really, really boring, and these one I don't own them, so it's pointless to show you that. So here is the other half of the shelf. Goes right there. Actually, the books start there and finish there, like there. There's no book. It's not books. So, I'm just going to show you that because at the bottom you don't really have anything worth showing. I have like French BDs that you really probably don't know about. I said BDs, I'm sorry, graphic novels. I have really, really old books. And this is cool stuff, so I'm not going to show you that. I'm just going to show you all of that. Super Toys Last All Summer Long by Brian Aldiss. Me and Earl and the Dying Girl by Jessie Andrews, The Grisha Trilogy by Leigh Bardugo, so you have Shadow and Bone, Siege and Storm, and Rune and Rising. The Rain by Virginia Burgeon, The Shadow of the Crescent Moon by Fatima Bhutto, The Darkest Minds by Alexandra Braken, Stolen by Lucy Christopher, The Matched Trilogy by Ali Condi, you have Matched, Crossed, and Reached. This Star Won't Go Out by Esther Grace Earle, If I Stay by Gail Forman, A Work in Progress by Connor Frenta, Looking for Alaska by John Green, The Fault in Our Stars by John Green, Burn for Burn by Jenny Han and Shubin Vivian, The Splintered Trilogy by A.G. Orward, so you have Splintered, Unhinged, and Ensnared. We Were Liars by E. Lockhart, The Giver by Lois Lowry, The Young Elites by Marie Lu. Ignite Me and Unite Me by Tahirih Mafi, the third book and the novella from the Shadow Me trilogy. The High Mountains of Portugal by Jan Mortel, Since You've Been Gone by Morgan Matson, Insurgent and Allegiant by Veronica Roth, the second and third book in the Divergent trilogy. Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe by Benjamin Alarsane. And finally, the Bible, which I didn't really know where to put, so I put it at the end of my shelf because it doesn't really have a author. And just beside it, I have Alice's Adventures in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass by Lewis Carroll because I'm currently reading this book. Just beside my shelf, I actually put like really small books. I have 1984 by George Orwell and Animal Farm, The Art of Wearing a Hat by Elena Sheffield, Das Were the Original Hipsters by Brad Getty, Le Petit Prince by Antoine de Saint-Exupéry, and To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. The books just beside are all schoolwork reading class thingy, and the only one that you will know is Brave New World by Aldous Huxley, so here it is. Just under my bed I have all of these books, but they're mainly French books. I am however going to show you the books that you might know. The Stranger by Albert Camus, Zoli by Colin McCann, Brooklyn by Colm Toibin, The Host by Stephanie Meyer, Attachments by Rainbow Rowell, Laugh of Pi by Jan Martel, and the only reason why this book is there is because it is not mine. The Hunger Games by Susan Collins, Shadow Me and Unravel Me by Tahirih Mafi. These are the two French editions, which I really hate, but that's how I started to read them. Safe Heaven by Nicholas Sparks,